Christopher Hitchens, the notorious atheist, a hard-drinking, chain-smoking, one-talking journalist.
Yeah.
It's called Topic of Cancer. He's developed esophageal cancer, and he's facing death, actually. But he writes he's fairly defiant. And he talks about how his dad died of the same thing at 79. He's 61. In whatever kind of a race life may be, I have very abruptly become a finalist, he says. And he says he's been taunting the Reaper for so long that whining about how it's all so unfair wouldn't, he can't see himself doing that.
Yeah.
And then he also says, will I really not live to see my children married, to watch the World Trade Center rise again, to read, if not indeed write, the obituaries of elderly villains like Henry Kissinger and Joseph Ratzinger? That's the Pope. Elderly villains. So you can still be a bit of a jerk, I guess. And then he says, to the dumb question, why...
Well, he happens to be right. What do you mean?
The Pope is hardly an elderly villain.
Oh, well, okay.
All right.
Covering up this whole church sex scandal? Are you sure you want to open up this can of worms?
I know the Pope is a beautiful man, and he's just done his utmost to expose to rid the church of these.
He's tried to tennis shoe the whole abuse thing was straight, and for years they said, well, it's an American problem. Then it turns out that they were playing. They're doing this all over Europe too, weren't they?
No,
this is nobody's brother involved in all this?
Revisionist history, no.
Oh, this is an outrage.
This is the New York Times version of what happened.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Anyway, he says...
clearly you were a victim when you were an altar boy yourself. And you suppressed this.
I was a victim when I was an intern for you back in the 80s.
We're not supposed to talk about that. So it wasn't a religious ritual.
Well, you got those pictures. Though you were worshiping at the altar.
Oh, God, man. Thank God we didn't have email then. Oh, man, are you kidding me? 12 minutes after the hour here on the Imus in the Morning program. Well, the Imus Rants Record Volume 2 will be out. I got this at 2 o'clock this morning, emailed it to Jamie Johnson.
We can talk on, but that ain't getting us nowhere.